Is true power born of manipulation, or does it lie in a deeper, more unsettling truth? We crave influence, yet the path to it often feels like a tightrope walk between ambition and integrity, a constant negotiation where the self is perpetually at risk. As Carl Jung wisely observed, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Are you ready to confront the Machiavellian within, not to embrace its darkness, but to transcend it? You crave influence. The exhaustion is bone deep, a chronic fatigue of the soul. Guilt gnaws at your edges, shame whispers insidious lies, and self-doubt casts a long, chilling shadow. You may even feel manipulated not just by others but by your own relentless pursuit of power. This internal conflict isn't simply a moral dilemma, it's a symptom of something deeper. It stems from a hidden fear, a shadow self yearning to be seen and understood. Carl Jung, the visionary psychologist, illuminated this hidden dynamic with his concept of the shadow self, the repressed, darker aspects of our personality that we often project onto others. He recognized that our deepest insecurities manifest in unexpected ways, often fueling our actions in pursuit of power, control, and security. We might see this shadow archetype manifesting as a need to dominate conversations, control narratives, or subtly manipulate outcomes. Instead of seeking external validation, focus on building genuine self-worth. Address your underlying insecurities, build self-confidence, and allow influence to emerge organically, authentically from a place of inner strength, not through aggressive or manipulative tactics. The power you'll cultivate will be not only more potent but lasting and ethically sound. What hidden fear, what unmet need is fueling your pursuit of power? What shadow must you confront to claim your own authentic influence? The victories feel hollow, the relationships strained, leaving you feeling isolated even when surrounded by people. You question who you are and the price you're paying for influence. This inner conflict, this simmering discontent, is the cost of wielding power without understanding its origins. The truth is, the Machiavellian mindset isn't just a conscious choice, it's a symptom. It's a desperate attempt to mask something far deeper, a hidden wound, a shadow self yearning for control. This underlying insecurity, this desperate need to be in charge, becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, creating a cycle of distrust that intensifies your isolation and fuels the Machiavellian tendencies. Carl Jung brilliantly illuminated this dynamic. He spoke of the shadow self, those repressed, darker aspects of our personality that we project onto the world. The Machiavellian tendencies aren't about inherent evil. They're about the shadow archetype of power battling for dominance within. It's about addressing the underlying fears, the lack of trust, and the need for control. It's about facing the darkness within, not to succumb to it, but to integrate it, to understand its source, and to ultimately transform it into strength. It's about cultivating genuine self-confidence, not as a weapon to control others, but as a foundation for building authentic connections. What shadow do you carry? What deep-seated insecurity fuels your need for power? You feel manipulated, used, and perhaps worst of all, you suspect your asterisk doing the manipulating. This isn't just about ambition, it's a deeper malaise. It's the fear of vulnerability, the desperate need to control what you can't, and a profound distrust that festers beneath the surface. This is the hidden engine driving your Machiavellian tendencies, a profound lack of trust, not just in others, but in yourself. They are not simply a character flaw, but a symptom of a deeper, shadow archetype battling for dominance within you. This archetype, born from unmet needs and past hurts, craves power as a shield against perceived weakness. The reframe isn't to eliminate the Machiavellian aspect entirely, it's to understand it. It's not about denying the shadow, but integrating it. You want your voice heard, your vision realized. But the path to power feels treacherous, a constant battle between ambition and integrity. You find yourself playing games, manipulating situations, feeling the gnawing guilt and self-doubt afterward. It's exhausting, this tightrope walk. You're left feeling used even by yourself. This isn't about some inherent flaw, it's about the shadow self, the hidden recesses of your psyche that crave control. He believed that these aspects, once integrated, become sources of tremendous strength and potential. The Machiavellian within isn't a monster to be banished, but an archetype to be understood. It's a reflection of your deepest insecurities, a desperate cry for validation you weren't taught to receive otherwise. The key is reframing power. Forget manipulation. Real power isn't about controlling others, it's about mastering yourself. Are you ready to shed the mask of manipulation and embrace the true power of self-mastery? You feel it, don't you? That gnawing unease, the subtle tremor of anxiety that vibrates beneath the surface of your ambition. You crave influence, the power to shape your world, to leave your mark. But the path seems treacherous, a tightrope walk between what you want and what you know is right. You find yourself compromising, bending your values, justifying actions that leave a bitter taste in your mouth. You seek power not just for its own sake, but as a shield, a defense against the pain of rejection and abandonment. This hidden need creates a cycle. The more you crave control, the more you push people away, reinforcing that very fear you're desperately trying to outrun. Carl Jung called this the shadow self, the hidden, unacknowledged parts of our psyche that we project onto others. He said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Authentic influence isn't forced, it's attracted. It's born from a place of inner strength, not a need to compensate for inner weakness. The true power lies not in controlling others, but in liberating yourself. The question now is not how to gain power, but why you crave it. What fears are driving your desire for control? What wounds need healing? You're left feeling manipulated even by yourself. This isn't weakness, it's the human condition grappling with the seductive allure of power. The truth is, the Machiavellian mindset isn't some inherent evil, it's often a symptom of deeper issues. A desperate need for control stemming from a childhood where your voice wasn't heard, your needs weren't met, or your trust was betrayed. Fear of vulnerability, masked by a calculated exterior. Until you make the unconscious conscious, Jung said, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Those Machiavellian tendencies, they aren't separate entities, they're fragments of your own shadow self-battling for recognition and control. They are the unresolved wounds fighting to be seen and healed. Here's the reframe: power isn't about domination, it's about influence. It's not about manipulating others, it's about mastering yourself. It requires confronting those shadows, acknowledging the pain, the fear, the unmet needs, and integrating them into a more complete, compassionate self. This isn't about erasing the parts of you that seek power. It's about channeling that drive towards genuine influence, built on integrity and mutual respect. Are you ready to start this journey of self-discovery? It's not simply a calculated Machiavellian strategy. It's a desperate attempt to compensate for something missing, a profound lack of trust, perhaps, born from past betrayals or unmet needs. Fear of vulnerability fuels this insidious cycle. You push others away, only to feel more isolated, further fueling the need for control, leading to more distrust and manipulation. Carl Jung's concept of the shadow self shines a light on this hidden dynamic. The reframe isn't about rejecting power entirely, it's about understanding its source. Instead of seeking external validation through manipulation, cultivate inner strength and genuine self-worth. The path to authentic influence doesn't lie in controlling others, but in mastering yourself. This means confronting your deepest fears, your vulnerabilities, and accepting the darker aspects of your personality. Embrace the shadow, not to glorify it, but to integrate it.